Alright, so we've got the first step of polishing done just on one little test spot here. So if you have a look at these lights, you can see how they're really distorted and foggy looking. Then we go over the polish section, they're nice and clear. Really clear. Same here. That way you can get a direct 50-50. I find this is the best way to show the differences on camera. Even if, even if you got a really fancy camera and everything, really if you've got light directly above or at the proper angle, and you can show the differences, because the flatter the surface is, the more reflective it will be, and the more mirror-like it will be. So this would be like a really smudged up mirror, and this would be a really clean mirror. So that's what you're going for there. There are still some imperfections in the paint after doing that. There's a few deeper scratches here and there. There's a little bit of orange peel left here and there. Like I said, there's a few dust nibs and things like that. But for what the goal is with this, I think these results are going to be really, really, really good. It's responding really well to polish, and those deeper scratches I could probably just run over it again with a different compound, and then do another quick finish polish on it, and knock some of that out. And then on the orange peel spots, I can just hit it with a heavier polish, do a few extra passes, and get it pretty well evened out. So yeah, that's just a quick update. What I used was I used my Flex 3401 gear driven polisher. It's dual action, but it is not a free spinning polisher. It's gear driven, so you got to be a little careful with gear driven stuff, kind of like a rotary, because it doesn't slow down if you hit an edge or a corner or anything like that. But that's actually why I like this, especially for something like this where we've got some heavier defects and we've got some orange peel to go after. I'm not going to have to worry about the thing stalling out on me all the time. That's why this is my favorite machine. It's just my go-to. I use it most of the time for most things. I use the other ones for, if something just needs a light polish, like a finish polish, or if it's a super soft paint, then I'll use one of my free spinning ones to go around it with. But this thing is just a workhorse. I think the only other one that I've got my eye on is the, well actually there's two. There's the Makita one that it's actually a dual option, so it can be free spinning or gear driven. You can choose. And then the other one is the Rupes Mille. It's like this. It's the same concept. It's just a little bit different in specifications, and it was designed to only for paint correction, whereas this is made for paint correction and all sorts of other industrial uses, resurfacing things, sanding things, all sorts of crazy stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty excited after seeing these results. So just wanted to give you a quick update. Oh, sorry, the other thing I was going to mention, I'm using a Lake Country, it's a Lake Country pad, Lake Country Force pad, the orange one. So it's the medium one, it's real stiff. And then for compound, for this, I use Sonax Cutmax. And that's another thing that's impressive. That Sonax Cutmax is just an awesome compound because it got out a lot of the heavy defects and it left it with a really, really clear finish. A lot of compounds, if you were to do that, it would get out the defects, but it wouldn't leave nearly the level of gloss that the Cutmax did. But I still do plan on going over it again with another lighter polish. So, all right, I'm gonna get back to it and shoot another update here in a bit.